Hey everyone, I am Jason Ward from MakingStarWars.net, and we are getting things up and going at the very last minute because I have a few minutes before I go on Star Wars Santa Show. And one of the things that has been on my mind since last night, when I finally got around to watching the Star Wars Hunters trailer, was that very opening shot. The minute that opening started, I was like, I know that from somewhere. And I remembered a few weeks ago, or maybe a few days ago, even, I was down at the Mandalorian set and I saw the same pattern on yellow awnings that you see in the Star Wars Hunters trailer. So, right here, I made a little photo showing the top here, which has the pattern of a different awning, obviously. These are the big ones that hang up in the across like the little spaceport where things land usually. I think in this instance it's the arena probably. And then down here you can see we have the same kind of pattern. Essentially, I mean, it's really similar. And it could be completely circumstantial. So I'm not willing to die on a hill saying there's a connection. We got it. There it is. But I did see this pattern there. I'm going to say it was probably like about a week and a half ago now. And they set it up for about 4 or 5 hours. I showed up at the set, went hung out with some sources, had lunch and coffee and all that jazz. Came back and it was down. They had set it up across the whole street. Excuse me. And they across that whole set, that whole like lineage of, they're like modular sets. They don't go into real rooms. It's just like a big large panel wall. And at that time we thought it was Navarro. Then they put those yellow things up and I was like, that doesn't look like Navarro. But then they took it down and I thought, okay, back to Navarro. When I was there yesterday, though, as you can see behind me, this is the same set I'm using for my backdrop. They added a bunch of trees, though. And I haven't seen the trees and the yellow awnings together at the same time. And I think those were Navarro backdrops and that they're being redressed into something new. Yeah, but I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Like, you guys agree with me? This will be a short episode. I'm going to go on Star Wars Santa Show at 9:00, so I got about 15 minutes. But AJ just says, "What up? What up, AJ?" And Mr. Lopez says, "Cool find." So I think Mr. Lopez is on board that there might be something to this. Let me see if I could make that image bigger without crashing the computer. You never know with this thing. Let me see. I don't think I can. Let me see what's it showing. Yeah, not really. It's really kind of just a small window over there. I got all new themes in this program, and it's kind of thrown me. Theron Talk says he still says it's Bimisari. So do you think, Theron? Do you think it's Bimisari on? Do you think there's a connection here? And do you think it's both Bimisari? If that's how you say it, I have no idea. Star Wars words are one of those things I read sometimes and I see the word and I just go, it's Bima something. And then I just kind of keep going. Then I come on this show and have to say it out loud and I'm like, oh shit. Anyways, Rick Jones just says yellow. It's full of cheer. It's full of that Star Wars cheer. But yeah, I mean, I would be, if somebody said this is the Star Wars equivalent of a cheerful, non-ugly place, and it's like the red and white checkered blanket or checkered table cover at a picnic, I'd be like, okay, I could see that. I would buy into that, but I do think it's definitely worth noting the similarities between the Hunters trailer and that photo I got at the Mandalorian season 3 set the other day. And hey, Mr. Eldred Death Valley, how's it going, dude? I hope you're recovering well and everything's going swell over there. So what do you think, man? Is there a connection here? Does this indicate it's the same planet, or just similar designs? Is it just, I don't want to, I'm not going to say the art department's getting sleepy or tired or something like that. I don't think it's like that. But is this just such a very basic thing that it's just a basic design that it could mean anything? After we would see stuff in Mandalorian, especially the first season, where you're like, oh, that's totally Tatooine. And it's not. And there's like 2 planets that look like Tatooine but aren't. You're just like, oh, okay, Mr. Lopez says, maybe they're using these designs to connect everything visually. I remember seeing SMTH similar in Galaxy's Edge, not as bright yellow though. Yeah, and there definitely are things like that at Galaxy's Edge. It's not the same pattern though, because if it was, I would have been like, is there a Mando season 3 Galaxy's Edge connection? And I'm not. I didn't. My brain didn't go there. But I mean, it could have just simply been, concept art that if they were designing and are like, oh, take that. We like that. Let me see awnings. Yeah, I like that. It could just be that simple. But at the same time, I mean, we do see a bunch of Mandalorian types. I don't think that game is canon or whatever. I mean, or if it is, it's going to be like a very loose, open canon. But I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could see Mando go into an arena and do an arena fight. I mean, we've seen Boba do it in War of the Bounty Hunters. I mean, we've seen one in Attack of the Clones. We saw him go to a boxing match. If I had to bet, I would have bet on Mando going to a gladiatorial arena to fight before he attended a boxing match and busted up the fight, But yeah, so anything's possible here. But Mr. Lopez, haha, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just thought it was kind of an interesting possible connection. I don't really think there's like much to it, or much that we could like really build on at the moment and go, yeah, we got the connection. But it's definitely something to put in the back of your mind and keep looking for that connection, So arena fight in Jedi Fallen Order, that's true. Yeah. I like that moment too. That was pretty good. Rick Jones is down for gladiatorial for gladiator action. Who isn't? So yeah, and then Club Star Wars. How's it going, Mr. Club, the clubber of Star Wars? How you doing? Interesting topic for discussion. Yeah, I mean, I just thought this was, like I said, it's really esoteric. We're talking about literally essentially a tablecloth pattern, plaid. Why does George Lucas wear it? What does it mean? And but when you make those connections, sometimes you want to put them out there and see what everyone else, thinks about it. Because in the past, I usually did the stuff on my own, would file it away, forget about it. Sometimes too late, then the connection would be made and I'd be like, but kind of have a little opportunity here, I think, to do this with our small but very, very rad community that we've built here last couple of months. So I am elated to do this. So I'm going to take off now, guys, and go get ready to do Star Wars Santa show. And so go over there if you want to hang out. We're going to be I think we're going to be talking about Star Wars and the cameos that are coming next year and all the various shows. What's the line? When's enough? I think that's what we're talking about. I don't want to put too much on the Star Wars Santa show and start programming it for him, but I think that's what we're talking about. So yeah, so head over there, hang out with me over there in about 15 minutes, and I will see everybody then. And thanks for stopping by. You could always go and leave comments on this video, and we could continue the discussion there. And then we're going to go live again later on today, but I haven't scheduled that yet because my kids got an early day from school and it goes right into the normal time of the show. So I'm trying to figure that out still, but I will let you guys know. Wait, did Spaceballs go plaid? Because George Lucas wears plaid every day. That makes sense. See, connections. It's all connected, man. All right, everyone. I'll see you in a while. Have a good day.